Members of the LGBTQ community here in Indiana are voicing concerns about safety and security after that attack at a gay nightclub in Colorado.
5 people died and 19 others were hurt in the Colorado Springs attack. It's now being investigated as a hate crime.
And tonight at 11, our Rachel Krause talked with Hoosiers who say something has got to change.
It's terrible. It just kind of immediately your heart sinks to think that, this world is still so cruel.
As the calendar turned to Transgender Day of Remembrance Sunday, the LGBTQ community nationwide mourned the 5 lives lost early Sunday morning inside a gay nightclub in Colorado Springs. Zoe O'Hallen-Byrne with Indiana Youth Group says that violent attack is terrifying, something many in the LGBTQ community fear.
Almost every queer person I know, when they go out, every day in the back of their mind somewhere, is today the day that someone's going to harm me for who I am.
O'Hallen-Byrne says the anti-gay, anti-trans rhetoric coming from politicians nationwide, from anti-trans sports bans here in Indiana to the Don't Say Gay laws in Florida, are emboldening these attacks against the LGBTQ community.
Whether they're speaking from a political standpoint or a religious belief or just plain ignorance, these hateful things are inciting violence, whether they think they are or not.
At Indiana Youth Group, she says they're always taking steps to better protect the youth they serve, applying for Homeland Security grants to protect the kids, even doing active shooter training to keep staff vigilant.
Every event we've done at IYG, we have security. We've had fundraisers at IYG where we've hired sharpshooters to sit on the roof to make sure that people don't come after the kids. And after Pulse, we really had to increase our security.
O'Hallen-Byrne says they worry about copycats trying to one-up these attacks, like what happened at Club Q in Colorado. And a study from 2020 found LGBTQ people are nearly 4 times more likely to be victims of violent crimes than non-LGBTQ people.
Anytime I'm out representing IYG during Pride Month, anytime I go to a fundraiser, anything that's in the public, in open air, my husband tells me straight up, he's like, I am worried that someone is going to try and kill you. I'm worried that someone's going to try and kill one of the kids. That's a hard thing to weigh on you.
She says the best way people can support the LGBTQ community after an attack like Club Q is to speak up, to use your voice, and stand up for equality. And for those who are not allies or supporters of the LGBTQ community, when you're sitting around the table with your family at Thanksgiving, O'Hallen-Byrne says instead of making a disparaging or negative remark at the LGBTQ community's expense, instead take that time to think of the families in Colorado who will now have an empty seat at their own table this holiday season.